What's up, guys? Boy Fernando here, making a quick video today. I'm actually gonna upload my first arm video. I'm about to go do arms here in a few minutes. I got about 8 eggs here that I'm about to eat, and yeah, looking forward to it. You can't go wrong with some clean protein. Yeah, so should be a good workout. I'm about 220, 225 right now, and I would say my heaviest I've ever been has only been about 245, 250. Good thing is I can still run. I still play soccer sometimes, and so my cardio is pretty good. I never stopped playing soccer. See, my original weight when I started lifting was 145. So yeah, I've gained almost 100 pounds. So still trying to get these babies bigger though. I would say pump arms are probably a little over 19. But yeah, so I was watching this video about this guy that passed away from doing the 450-pound squat. So very, very sad, man. I think it's definitely very important to have a good spotter, you know, somebody that knows what they're doing. I think the issue is a lot of times we just go and, you know, people just go to the gym and then they find someone. If they don't have a friend that's with them, they say, hey bro, can you just give me a spot real quick? And you don't know if this guy's the guy knows what he's doing or what the situation is. On the video, the first issue that I see is the guy was trying to pull on the bar. So you gotta get up close and personal. Even if it looks fucking gay, you gotta get up there and you know, put your hands maybe on the chest rib cage area and then just pull, you know, push up. You just gotta give him a little bit of help, you know, just to get the weight up from being stuck. So the first issue that I see is, the guy has his hands on the bar instead of being up close and personal, trying to push, you know, the guy's chest to try to get him to come up. Second issue is they didn't even allow him to roll the weight back. There's a guy on the left hand side on the video, and when the guy's trying to roll it back, the guy's holding it in place. So his only way out was to actually push it forward, and that's when his neck got pinched, and then all those nerves and, you know, the vertebrae got all messed up. So rest in peace. Very sad situation, but just, you know, kind of like a wake up call for people to take shit seriously. You know, when you go that heavy and you're not used to that weight, you gotta understand it can be, you know, very dangerous situation if not handled properly. So another thing is, of course, he could have used a power rack. Like that way, if anything, he could have just dropped the weight, you know. So sad situation, guys. Just keep that in mind, you know. So just a quick intro. Now I'm gonna go in and get a quick workout here soon. So looking forward to it. Let's go. All right, guys, let's go. Time to get a workout in. It's about to rain. Look at that. Florida weather, baby. Look at that. That actually looks kind of impressive. Damn. Let's go, guys. Woo, it's hot. Even though it's about to rain, good old Florida. Good old Florida is always humid, as you guys know. So time to get a good workout. I get the seatbelt in place. All right. So yeah, guys, I would say one of the biggest tips that I could give guys that are young, that are just starting to get into, you know, the whole bodybuilding and working out and all that, would be to make sure that you always warm up and you stretch before your workout, first of all. And I'm telling you from personal experience, because I tore my pec about almost 3 years ago, and it was not fun, guys, you know. So and one of the biggest reasons was because I got so comfortable at the time. I was just trying to grow, you know, with bodybuilding and stuff, but I became friends with Scott Mendelson. You guys probably know Scott from he's one of the he's a legend because he's one of the guys that's bench press raw, one of the heaviest. Now of course you got like guys like Julio Xmatics and stuff, that's a beast, bench pressing over 750 or 760 something pounds and almost in the 800 mark, which is fucking unreal, right? But Scott was one of the pioneers. He was one of the first guys that, you know, got into I think he broke the world record raw bench press back in the day. So guy's a legend. Scott, props to you, man, you're a legend. So once I started getting into the powerlifting part of it, I fucked up because, you know, when you're used to the form with bodybuilding, it's different when you get into powerlifting. You the way that you actually press is, you know, it's more using the triceps and bringing your elbows in, and it's a little bit, it took a little bit of, because I had been more into the bodybuilding training for years. So my original weight was about 145 when I started, soccer player in varsity in high school and stuff. So I became friends with a pro bodybuilder. At the time he wasn't a pro. His name is Jason Huh. He you guys know him from Steel Supplements, probably in the Sarasota area. Props to Jay, he's done amazing. Dude's a legend now. He turned pro, and you know, he's doing pretty well for himself, so props to him, Jason Huh. So he got me into bodybuilding, and I clearly remember going up to him at the gym and just saying, bro, I need to talk to you because you're obviously doing something right. So you're the biggest motherfucker in here. What would you say is the biggest, you know, tip that you could give someone like me? And I clearly remember he said, you gotta fucking eat a lot of food, bro. How much are you eating? And I was like, I eat a lot. He said, how many times a day are you eating? I'm like, I eat like 3-4 times a day. I eat a lot of food. He's like, nah. He's like, you gotta eat 6, 7. If it takes 8 times a day to change your metabolism and to start holding on to some weight, then that's what you gotta do. And I was like, 6, 7, 8 times a day.
Wow.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's a lot of food. So it was a little bit of it was a little difficult in the beginning to start downing the amount of food that was needed to make sure to, you know, to add on size. And but I you know, I started doing it. I went from 145 to the 160s to the 170s to the 180s, and then when I was probably at about 185, 190, I started taking some more serious shit. So I started growing even more, and I clearly remember being stuck in like the 190s, and then having to start to eat every 2 hours, and even to wake up in the middle of the night to get an extra meal or an extra shake, just to start getting my metabolism to slow down and holding on to some weight, you know. So but it worked, you know. My heaviest I've been has been about 245, 250, but still being able to play soccer, believe it or not. Like, I never stopped running, I never stopped you know, with the cardio part of it. So and my boy would tell me all the time, he's like, the reason why you get stuck is because you're still running, bro. Like, if you want to keep size on, you can't go play soccer, and not only that, but you might get hurt, you know. So but I fucking never listened, because I was not trying to turn pro. I was just trying to you know, just to add size and get bigger. So and I love soccer too, you know. So I just, you know, I never stopped. And plus I enjoy being able to even surprise people sometimes when they think that I'm slow, and I can actually I'm actually still faster than some younger guys. So I like that part of it, you know. But it depends on what your goals are and where you want to go with it. So I would say if you're trying to do bodybuilding and you're trying to do powerlifting, then you kind of got to get away from that, just because mostly because if you're trying to turn pro or become serious with it, the risk of getting hurt is huge, you know. And you gotta weigh the pros and cons. So it's really gonna be up to you. So another thing is, of course, the issue that I see is that a lot of kids are starting with serious drugs very early. Like, instead of starting with creatine and protein, meal replacements and shit like that, or even over-the-counter supplements like that are strong, a lot of guys are going straight to tren and fucking steroids. So, but you gotta be smart about it, you know. You guys have seen what's happened to a lot of, young guys that were really fucking big that turned pro early. Guys like Dallas McCarver, or even guys like Sean Roden, Cedric McMillan, those legends, really, really big fucking guys that had really nice physiques. And like, you look at Dallas McCarver, the guy was a fucking monster, his frame and, his width, and you could even see in his face that he took some serious shit. But hey, respect to Dallas, rest in peace, so, but you gotta keep those things in mind, because your body can only take so much, or look at what happened to Rich Piana. I think the guy died in his 40s. So, and of course, Rich pushed everything to the limit, respect to Rich Piana. I even still watch some of his videos because he just has so much sauce, so much knowledge, so honest about everything. I really miss Rich. He was a really fucking good guy, and it's a shame that he's no longer with us, one of the realest motherfuckers out there. So I miss that kind of honesty in bodybuilding. So my goal is not to turn pro. I'm already I'm 36 years old. My goal is just to motivate guys and maybe just give some advice in any way that I can, and just entertain and just whatever I can help with, when it comes to workouts or even nutrition wise. I definitely put over close to 100, if not over 100 pounds on my frame. I'm 5'9.5", between 5'9" and 5'10", something like that. And right now, like I said, I'm about 225, but I'm not at my heaviest, I'm just maintaining at this weight. But lately I've been thinking I want to get up a little bit in the 230s, 240s and see, but kind of staying lean at the same time. So, oh yeah, I'm almost to the gym, guys. Let's get a fucking good workout, and hope you guys are having a good day. It's Friday here today, and I'm in the Northport area in Florida. So it's the west side of the state, so I'm close to the water. So it's clearing up right now, but yeah, it's a nice day. So let's go. Let's fucking kill it. So I just parked, and I'm just gonna give you guys a quick breakdown of what I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna start with a quick warm up and stretching, just to get the joints and everything nice and moist and loose. And then so that's gonna last about 15 minutes or so. After that, I'm gonna do some triceps, and then I'm gonna, right as I'm getting the triceps nice and pumped, I'm gonna start doing some biceps. And then once I get the biceps nice and pumped, I'm gonna go back and forth a little bit between triceps and the biceps. So should be good. I'm looking forward to it. Let's go. So basically all I'm trying to do here is warm up a little bit of the armpit area, where the chest and the shoulder, the front delt meet, the armpit area, basically where I tore my shit. So that's all I'm doing here, just getting all that nice and warmed up. And then you'll see that I also do a little bit of a warm up on the back as well. So not just the chest, but a little bit of the back after this. So I just feel like actually every time that I work out, even if I'm doing shoulders or I'm doing arms or I'm doing chest or I'm doing back, anything that has to do with upper body, I started off this way just because I do not want to have to go through another injury. So I find that doing this things this way has helped me immensely the past few years, and I'm going to continue to approach it this way. So it takes about 15-20 minutes doing it this way. I'm just going to show you guys a few sets of that, not the whole thing, and then we can get to the actual workout. So now after I'm pretty warmed up, and basically I didn't show you guys the full warm up. I just showed you guys one set, but I did about 3 of those that I showed you. And now I'm moving down to this tricep exercise. So I believe it's a good way to warm up the elbows, the joints. I love to start it this way. I don't do it every time, but most people start with this rope exercise. So I find it's a good way to warm up. Basically, it's very important to make sure that you got the elbows pretty warmed up, and that way, again, to avoid injuries. So very, very important. I like it to get started, and to get the blood in there, and try it out. I'm sure most of you guys start this way, but yeah, the elbows, very important when you're doing triceps. Just warm up. And thankfully, even though I go pretty heavy usually on triceps, haven't had any issues, thank the Lord. So yes sir, let's go. Alright, so here as you can tell, I'm changing it from the rope to this single. I'm using 2 of them. And it allows you to basically to squeeze and actually twist your wrist to the outside, as you can see there. I've seen guys like Nick Walker do this, a few other pro bodybuilders, and I find it feels pretty damn good. So give it a try if you have the ability to do that. But yeah, it feels amazing, so try it out, guys. Right, so basically now what I'm doing is over the head tricep extensions. I had already done a set, but I cut the video because I don't want it to be too long. So tricep extensions, and then what I'm doing is I'm supersetting with some biceps. So this is when I start adding a little bit of bicep into the workout. And you gotta go by feel, guys. I feel like this is a really good way to stretch the tricep, get a full stretch, and then go with the squeeze. I don't lock my elbows, as you can see, like every single rep, but you gotta go by the feel, you know. Especially a lot of the times all we worry about is the contraction and the squeeze, but then The stretch is another big part when it comes to the muscle and having it grow. So the squeeze is just as important as the stretch. So as you can see right now, what I'm doing is I picked up a few dumbbells, and I'm starting to get a little bit of a pump on the biceps as well. And then at this point, I'm just gonna be going back and forth between doing tricep exercises and then bicep, just to get a good overall arm pump altogether. So I don't do arms like this every time, but I try to incorporate doing it this way just to get a pretty good pump overall in the arm, and that's what I did today. So as you guys can see, the pump was really good. So try it out if you guys want sometimes. And then also, you don't have to start with triceps, of course. You can incorporate, or you can start with the bicep and then do some triceps and then go back and forth then. So it depends on what you want to do and what you're trying to improve. Yes, sir. And get a good squeeze. Like, if you can tell, in between sets, I'm trying to squeeze and just try to get as much blood as I possibly can into my arms. I listen to Hani Rambod and Phil Heath a lot when it comes to arm training. I try to emulate what Phil Heath does when it comes to arm training. You'll see later that the way that I do biceps is a little bit modeling it a little bit after Phil Heath, because his arms, unbelievable. My favorite per arms, Phil Heath, I would say Kevin LeBron, and then Rolly Winkler. Just amazing guys. Fucking ridiculous arms, 24 inches. So try it out. As you guys can see, at this point, I've switched to this machine to get a little bit more biceps, kind of isolate them, one and one, right arm, left arm. I did 3 sets of these, but I'm only showing you guys 1 set just for video size purposes. So here you go. So I'm just going to show you right arm, then left arm, and then I'm moving on to the next exercise. But I did 3 sets on this. Alright guys, so now I'm switching to a preacher curl machine. Again, I did 3 or 4 sets on this, but I'm only showing you guys 1 set with each arm, like so right arm, left arm. But yeah, try this out. As you can see, I'm not sitting on this on the actual seat for this machine. I'm actually leaning forward a little bit and trying to get a good squeeze. Just try to get as much blood as I possibly can into the bicep. Yeah, I like to do them that way. But of course, you know, you gotta go by feel. So try that out. All right guys, so now this is the bicep exercise that I'm saying that I pretty much do it like I see Phil Heath do it. Squeeze your arm against your body, flexing the tricep and the bicep, and then just get a good stretch, and then at the same time a very good squeeze. So goal is just to get as much blood as you possibly can into the arm. I see a lot of guys just, you know, grabbing the dumbbells, and even if you go heavy, if you're just going through the motion and just going up and down, you know, you're not getting the best out of the exercise. But if you actually focus on squeezing, on trying to get as much blood as you possibly can into the muscle, you know, that's when you actually grow, when you actually break down the muscle fibers, and then they grow bigger and much better. So try it out. All right, so I've moved to tricep push downs, and the goal is, of course, just to squeeze at the end. Again, trying to get a good pump. I did 3 sets of these, and then after this, I went to another machine, but I'm not gonna put the video up because it's just the video is already way too long. So I usually go by feel, and as long as my pump is still good, I still try to keep going. But I mean, workout, I would say sometimes an hour and a half, 2 hours max, and sometimes even less. But I would say, yeah, an hour and a half to 2 hours is what the time that I spend at the gym. After that, I'll do some cardio, and then doing about 30 minutes of cardio right now, just to try to keep, just not to get the fat, basically. So yeah, I'm not gonna show you guys the rest, but I appreciate you guys watching for sure. Thank you very much. Alright guys, just got done with the workout. Did about 30 minutes of cardio as well. You gotta keep the cardio in so that you don't get too fat, right? So I like to keep a little bit of cardio post workout, and if I'm trying to get lean, I usually do cardio in the morning, but as of right now, I'm just getting my workouts and then doing a little bit of cardio post workout. So right now I'm in the same plaza as I was at the gym, but I'm going to the smoothie place so I can get a post workout protein shake and get my protein. And then about 45 minutes or so, then I'll get another meal. So here we are, good old tropical smoothie right here at the corner, and they're gonna hook me up. They had a protein shake that was a passion fruit one. It was called like the Island Punch smoothie. I would put 2 scoops of protein on that, and it was pretty fire, but they just discontinued the shake as of the end of the month. So some places still have it because it's the end of July, but this place already out of the stuff that they need to make the shake. So I'm gonna get me an acai berry shake with the 2 scoops of protein. So it was a really good workout. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm gonna try to keep them coming, and if you guys have any questions or any tips or anything that you guys any comments or anything, just let me know. All right, Fernando, let's go. Peace.
Lord, keep me from all evil. Lord, keep down this road.